I'm Dave once again with Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. And we're here in front of the Public Library in Bend finding out what you think about President Obama's decision to bring home the troops from the war in Iraq, thus ending the war in Iraq.
I'm very pleased. I was really excited when I saw the headlines, and I think it's about time, and I'm proud that it's finally happening, and I just wish that we could get around to ending the war in Afghanistan.
Do you think we should have been in Iraq?
Oh, no, I don't. But, you know, I think that it was a Pandora's box, and once, I think it was probably hard to extract, you know, our troops, and it took Obama a couple of years, but he did it, and I hope that he gets the credit he deserves for that.
So what do you think about President Obama's decision to withdraw the troops from Iraq, thus ending the war in Iraq by the end of the year?
I applaud it. It's long overdue. We've had a war that was created for corporate purposes. We've had thousands of soldiers died, tens of thousands of families disrupted on an issue of weapons of mass destruction. I'm glad the boys are coming home.
Should we pull out now? There's people that are concerned that if we pull out, we're going to create a void and we'll just have the Shiites and the other terrorists come in and fill the void and take over again.
Well, you know, my opinion is this. There needs to be a transition period. I believe what we're going to see is a transition from a U.S. government presence in Iraq to a privatized mercenary army presence. So in essence, we're privatizing the war. The development of police forces and infrastructure in Iraq have to continue, and there will be a strong American presence through the privatization. I struggle as a conscientious objector and a nonviolent member of First Friends in supporting that. However, I do realize that the guys coming home are going to return some civility to our local family life. And I'm talking specifically about the members of the National Guard.
Feel strongly about that.
You know, we've had a large number of local men and women in service in Baghdad, Iraq, with the National Guard. They've come back to find their jobs gone, in many cases, and subsequently their homes repossessed. And in most cases they've come back to find that their employer is no longer here. I needn't tell you what the job market is like. I would fully support a action of some sort that substantially rewarded a veteran with a job.
President Obama deciding to bring home the troops from Iraq by the end of the year and ending the war in Iraq. Your opinion on that decision?
Well, I think it's fantastic. You know, we've been there for a long time. I think what we went there to set out was accomplished quite a while ago. And basically what we've been trying to do is help them set up their country again. And, you know, I think it's time for them to be able to take the lead on that. And also, especially for the fact that they really don't want us there anymore either. That's the main thing. That I think that was the actual reason as to why he left, was because we didn't have their support to stay there.
Do you think we should have been there in the first place?
Yeah. It was a good cause. It was definitely a good cause. I don't know if it was the best place to be, but you know, that's the problem. Is we want to be able to fix everybody else's problems. And 10 years ago, we were in more of a position to do that. Obviously, the past 10 years, we've taken a big turn down. So, like with anybody, you have to reevaluate what kind of capabilities you have to help other people.
Sir, could I have your name?
Marvin Blackman.
And Marvin, I understand that you're a Vietnam veteran.
That's correct.
What is your opinion about President Obama's decision to end the war in Iraq, bring the troops home by the end of the year?
Well, I'm not quite sure, because President Obama said he's going to do a lot of things he hasn't done. And I was really dismayed when he won the Nobel Peace Prize and he sent 30,000 more troops to Afghanistan. That really upset me. So I don't know what this could just be hoopla right now. He's getting ready to campaign for the presidency again, so I'm a skeptic. So I'll believe it when I see it.
Now, you served overseas in Vietnam.
Yes.
With the Iraq, let's talk about the Iraq situation. Do you think it was handled correctly?
Well, we should call it what it is. It's an occupation, and they call it a war. I think that's not war. I mean, we went there to occupy to get the oil, and I think everybody who has that common sense knows that.
Do you think we should not have gone?
I don't think war is a good thing, personally. I mean, I've been through it, and I have things to live with what I did in Vietnam that I can't talk about.
Right.
So when it comes to war, I just really don't like it. That's simply enough. But I understand it now. What they did is after President Bush, kind of screwed everything up, him and Rumsfeld and that whole circle. They brought Obama on board to appeal to the people, and they did a very good job getting elected. But everybody kind of went back to sleep because, George Bush was the hawk and Obama was kind of like the
dove.
The dove. You got it. So I think about the Republicans, they're a little more honest sometimes than the liberals, because at least you know where they're at. Because we all didn't like what George Bush did, but he was kind of honest about it.